Bridgewater Triangle has been home to sightings of many cryptid creatures. Sightings include Bigfoots, Thunderbirds, Hellhounds, and my personal favorite is the Pukwudgie. People who have seen a Pukwudgie describe them as looking like a porcupine standing on two legs. They've also been described as having large noses, long skinny fingers, and grayish skin that glows in the dark. They even wear clothes made out of things that they find in the forest. If you're ever lucky or unlucky enough to see one, be very careful. And don't let their size fool you. These creatures are very dangerous and should be avoided at all costs. They may seem friendly and even try to offer to help you in some way, but if the legends are true, their real intent is to harm you. The earliest stories of the Pukwudgie came from the Wampanoag Indians who used to inhabit the area now known as Freetown State Forest. And the story goes that the Pukwudgie started off being really friendly with humans. They wanted to gain the favor of the local Wampanoags, so they were always trying to help. But more often than not, their attempts to help backfired, and the Wampanoags began to consider them more of a nuisance than friends. This really upset the Pukwudgies, and that's when they decided to turn from friend to foe. Though the Pukwudgies may be small in stature, they have a lot of skills that can make them very dangerous. Pukwudgies are very skilled at throwing their voices and mimicking other animals. They can even mimic human speech. They can shapeshift and make themselves invisible. They can also create fire at will and produce glowing orbs of light. They also attack with poison-tipped arrows. Native Americans feared the Pukwudgie because they were alleged to kidnap children. But what they were most known for is luring people deep into the forest. They'll try to lead you off cliffs or deep into the water in an attempt to drown you. The most famous Pukwudgie encounter occurred in Raynham, Mass. A longtime Raynham resident, Russo, had a night he will never forget. The event happened late one night while he was walking his dog. As they passed a wooded and swampy area, only 600 yards from his house, he saw a 3-foot-tall creature unlike anything he'd ever seen before. He could not believe his eyes. What he had later learned to be a Pukwudgie was standing in the road behind him, lit up by a streetlight. According to his story, the Pukwudgie even tried to communicate with him. He spoke a kind of broken English that he didn't at first understand. Only after staying up all night, replaying the event in his head, did he figure out what the entity was saying. And what it said was, "We want you here." Luckily for Bill, he continued on his way home,